was across the street from where my friend was working, and he was leaving work in his silver convertible 10th anniversary Cobra, and you can barely see a glimpse of him there. That coyote sounded good too. So I had a little guy's night out with my sons, and we went and got some ices at this gas station. They're like freezy things, and then I got myself another concrete. If you saw the video I made coming here with my red Cobra, and it's just really good ice cream. And we were hanging out here, and you can actually see cars go by. It's right here on the main boulevard, and I see all these basic cars just, cruising by, and I said I need to record my Mach 1 driving through here. Here's where we have a little bit of a problem. The clutch cable was not adjusted right. It kept coming loose. Basically, it was getting to the point where the clutch wasn't completely engaging. It was letting out, but it was still slipping. So I tried to do like a little half power slide onto the street here, but the clutch just slipped. We were at the old airport, and this was kind of cool because this is where I grew up riding my bike and playing and stuff, and they've moved the airport since, but my parents had a flight school up here, and this hangar still remains, and so it's abandoned right now. So anyway, I was just hanging out in the parking lot working on my car, just like old times, because I used to hang out up here. I used to keep my blue Mach 1 up in the hangar and stuff, but I poured some cold water on the clutch adjuster because it was so hot. I knew it was going to be hot from all those poles and stuff, so I opened the hood and let some heat dissipate. The clutch is relatively new. It only has about 10,000 miles on it, and so I knew the clutch was okay. It just needed to be adjusted right. And I had put that firewall adjuster in and done some stuff to try to help, because the clutch always wants to grab at the very, very top. And so I don't know what clutch is in it. It was like that when I bought the car. And so I had to do some adjustment, and then I wanted to, try pulling the car forward a little bit, and then we'll go to a hill where I can practice and see where it's letting out. As a matter of fact, this parking lot is perfect. It has a really, really steep incline, so we'll go over there after we test it out here. But it's always good to just stop and enjoy, this was kind of a problem and I had to figure it out, away without any tools, but I just tried to be comfortable and enjoy being here with my car. It was a nice evening and stuff, but just to remember, because I actually had to watch my own video to go back and remember how this is. When this firewall adjuster is unthreaded, you can see it's like unscrewing from the firewall and you see the threads. When it's unthreaded like that, which is what the problem is with this adjuster, is it keeps unthreading itself, and every time you kick the clutch in and out, it was slowly unwinding it. When it's unthreaded like that, it makes it so that the clutch lets out higher. So I had to thread it back in, and that makes it so that the clutch grabs sooner. And so the problem you have is if that is unthreaded too far, then the clutch isn't going to completely engage and you're going to slip your clutch, like what was happening to me. And if you wind it in too far the other way and then the clutch lets off right off the floor, then you risk that the clutch isn't disengaging, and you could mess up your synchros if you're going to shift and you put the clutch in, but it's not completely disengaged, and then you're trying to push it into gear when it doesn't really want to go into gear because the clutch isn't completely released. And that will also cause issues if the clutch isn't completely releasing when you're trying to shift quickly through the gears, if you're running it through the quarter mile or something, and it can lock you out of gear. So like you put the clutch in, you go to shift, and then it locks you out and you can't shift it. So we'll go on the hill now and practice. Went to the store. I saw this guy walking right by my car, trying to squeeze in there to get to his truck, trying to make sure he didn't bang the car up. But anyway, I adjusted the clutch a little more. So I had it with the hood open in the parking lot, and I was adjusting the clutch just where I needed it. I had to thread it in a little bit more. And there were these young men that came by going to get into their truck, and they're like, "Hey, that's a Mach 1, isn't it?" And I said, "Yeah, it is." They were really nice, and I'm surprised because most people don't know what the car is. And one kid said, "Hey, you want to sell it?" And I just said, I don't think I do, but thanks for the offer. So then I felt a little bit bad for that, clutch slip. And I thought, okay, I'm going to go out and test out the clutch, go have some fun with the car. So let's go do that. you catch that spark? If you were watching closely, you might have seen, I think it was a rock that either was lodged in the tire and came loose, or when I was spinning the tires, maybe there was a rock or something in the road that it picked up and shot through there, but that was kind of interesting. So that seems to be much better now. The clutch seems to be engaging. It lets out where I want it to now. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more Mustang content.